you have the big bank in the front, and then you drop down from like 88 miles an hour on the initiation. You're dropping down to like 30 miles an hour on the infield. How are you setting up the car? Are you strategizing for more of the bank or more of the infield?
We're trying to do both, you know, and what's cool here is that the bank, there's a lot of grip on the bank, and we can't run maximum mechanical grip because of that banking. But in turn 2, you can. So we're using a bunch of NASCAR tricks. We're trying to make the car follow that dynamic track and make it easy to drive while still having the grip we need to hang with these guys. And so far, I think we're on.
Does have a kryptonite. As great as we say he is, he's not perfect all the time. He is definitely a weapon. That dude is driving probably more than anybody. I mean, a lot of these drivers, and you've seen it, Drift Masters, FD, and look at that, just dropping in formation, a little waggle there, but then boom, finds the sweet spot. Ken Yushi, he's putting down a heat of a run right now. He did exactly what you anticipated, Jacob. He put down a great lead run, going to that power alley. I like to call it the Power Boulevard because we have widened it 2 lanes, went from 2 to 4. Both on the outside zone 2 and 3, past that inside clip, transition down to outside zone 4, the unforgiving wall, fighting back. Gucci did exactly what he needed to do.
Yeah.
The truth serum will set you free, my friend, because we're talking about.
In my mind, that's how it's going to go.
I said that yesterday, and it absolutely rings true. James Dean gets the win, and I would just say that little Andy Haley, obviously hairy, physically, just a fun guy. Brandon Sorensen, clean cut, very bespoke, looks of the Air Force quality. 2 weapons of drivers. Here we go. 2 different schools of thought. An OG, a veteran, Andy Haley, that Evo AutoWorks BMW, Brandon Sorensen, United States Air Force BMW, Haley and Sorensen, a little bit there, some pickups here and there, out to outside zone 2, into outside zone 3. Sorensen checks up a little bit, but want to take a look at that overhead, take another glance at that past the inside clip. Haley places the car properly. Brandon falls back a little bit. He finds himself a little closer there, but Haley might have impeded a little bit. I know that you're locked and loaded into the next round, so that's why Brandon and Odin and obviously Simon found themselves there, and Haley locked and loaded. Here we go. Speaking of locked and loaded, here goes Brandon Sorensen, a great initiation, high on the bank. He needs to throw some more angle at it. Look at that thing wavering. He is flirting with that wall, and that wall is unforgiving. Haley very low on the bank, and you talk about the speed of Brandon's car, and it's very evident right now as Andy Haley gets gapped right now, going past that inside clip. Brandon maneuvers, and Haley rotates, spins, and that's just going to be, unfortunately, the Drift Wizard's nail in the coffin for him. No sort. All right, slide him left for Andy Haley, or right for Brandon Sorensen, and it looks like there it is, Brandon Sorensen. And, you know, again, no phones, fierce competitor, Nick Novak. I know he just lost some pup recently. He posted that. He's had a tough 365 last year. So send a shout out to Nick Novak and his love. So here we go. Jeff Jones in that Evo AutoWorks Nissan Z, high on the bank. Novak looks like he's got a big angle from him. He was getting a little squirrely yesterday, past that outside zone 2 into 3. Jones is putting the car in the right place, but this is what I was talking about. Nick, just him and his track just aren't completely jiving. It's just not coming together for him in practice due to basically when they cross the finish line, you can go left and go to basically the driver's meeting tent. There's a wall there. Not forgiving again, so they wanted to leak out right, so that's why they truncated that finish line. Here we go. So Nick Novak now looks like he's found that special sauce. That Novak Brenda Tires BMW. Look at Jeff Jones hopping. Look how soft that suspension is. That thing was just absolutely a pillow on cloud. And in that third outside zone, Novak looks like, you know, I spoke too soon. Looks like he is working it out. He just needed that clean air versus that chase position. Speaking of chase, Jeff Jones banging doors into that last outside zone and crossing the finish. I think that really sets precedence, you know. So and look at, here we go one more time.
Yeah.
And like you said, oh, look at that.
Ooh.
So again, Robin Ishida actually, the GT Radial 3M Toyota 86. Connor O'Sullivan, a Pro Spec competitor, making the jump from Pro Spec to Pro this year. United States Army BMW. O'Sully initiates, working his way up top. Masayama not shaking too much. The car's very settled there. Now O'Sully, you can see pulling up that front right tire. You can see that thing rip up into the power alley. Masayama a little late on transition. Want to take a look at that? And it looked like O'Sully hung it out to dry. Masayama couldn't really go anywhere. Let's take a look at it again. Right? It seemed like he hung it out there a little too long and got that 86 in the side of him. So we're going to have to, again, probably some of the best seats.
That's a great spot coming off the bank.
Bro,
man.
Those are like the smoke people. That's the smoking section. Literally not just smoking lung darts, but also cranking some smoke and debris in the face. Here we go. Masayama Harajuku Racing, 86, ripping right now as Masayama and Osoli cannot be shaken. Yes, sir, into that second outside zone. Masayama brings it on into the third outside zone. Osoli comes up a bit short than United States Army BMW. Now pass it inside, into that last zone. Osoli transitions, Masayama stays in it. Passion Doors, Bathing Ape, Smoky Ape has
Got to make something happen.
Oh, Osoli knew Watoro has, shown up, and he's shown.
He wants to clean that back up and do a really, really good job, and we'll see how this ends up playing out for him.
All right, play it out. As he says, here we go. Jeff Jones will lead. Novak in chase. Jones initiates. He falls down a little bit on the bank. And look at Novak. Where did he find the secret sauce? Gaining some more power and proximity. Jones pulls that front right. He is absolutely on it. Again, we talked about that decel area that is justified, but a lot of these guys aren't even slowing down. They are momentuming their way into that power alley, into a lot smoother, refined like fine wine. That was just going to be the defining moment of getting it done. How you chase, because that really defines what you can do, your car control, placement, all of it, utilizing all of the tools in your toolbox. Here we go. So Jeff Jones, you can see him, boom, quickly jump to the side of Nick Novak. Novak out front with red and black and smoky all over this battle. As we can see, Novak coming in. Jones getting a lot of grip. You saw that thing snap, and he grips up, and you saw him, again, gapped up in that chase position. Now, this is very reminiscent of what we saw in that first battle. Had to play catch-up. We also saw that from O'Sullivan. Is that the play? Okay, that was so good, it's really hard to decide. But look at this, Jeff Jones gets one vote, one more time, and one more time.
Wow, okay.
I'm actually